And the Hindutva terror row is getting bigger day by day. There's outrage after Congress's veteran leader Salman Khurshid in his book opined that a robust version of Hindutva is just like the terror outfits ISIS and Boko Haram. But today, the Gandhi sign jumped into the debate, echoing Khurshid. Rahul Gandhi said that Hindutva and Hinduism are two different issues and that Hindutva promotes hate crimes against minorities. The statement has triggered yet another political showdown, with the BJP slamming Congress's pathological hatred towards Hindutva. It says that those making anti-Hindu statements get traction from the Gandhi family.
If they think that I've got it wrong, they should tell me why I got it wrong. What is it so good about what they believe is Hindutva? Why is it not Hinduism? They may please explain. I'll file an FIR against them for taking away my fundamental rights.
Why do we use the word Hinduism? Why not just use Hindutva if they're the same thing? They're obviously different things. Is Hinduism about beating a Sikh or a Muslim? Hindutva, of course, is.
कि आज भी बहुत लोग जय श्री राम का नारा लगाते हैं, वो सब मुनि नहीं, वो निश्चय होशियार रहने की जरूरत है.
All right, let's take this across to our guest. Joining us live, we have Guru Prakash, national spokesperson of the BJP, with us. Shehzad Poonawalla, who is also a Times Now contributor, is with us. Joining us also is Tehseen Poonawalla, political analyst. Tanvi Pruthi is a political analyst as well. Let me start with Tehseen. Tehseen, one thing is very clear that, the BJP at least comes out and says, BJP is clear that this is not an isolated statement. They are saying, look at the statements that are coming in after Mr. Salman Khurshid spoke. He has received support from Mr. Rahul Gandhi. There is another controversial statement of Jai Shri Ram being chanted by devils or danavs or asuras or whatever you choose to call it, that has been made by Mr. Rashid Alvi. What is being alleged by the BJP, and you would have seen the press conference of the BJP spokesperson earlier today, he is saying this is all part of a strategy to polarize ahead of polls. Your response to that?
The BJP is the worst thing that has happened to this country because it's led by the RSS. The RSS that is anti-India, and if you're anti-India, you're anti-Hindus, anti-Muslims, anti-Christians, anti-gays, anti-lesbians, anti-everybody. So this is the most anti-India organization, the RSS. And let me finish my word, because this is not about religion. No religion is associated with terror. But there are elements of Sangh Parivar associated with terror.
No.
Allow me to finish.
Has it been ever proved in a court of law, Tehseen?
Yes,
what you're saying, has it? Where? Which case has it been? Has there been a conviction of Hindu terror?
Thank you. It's not Hindu terror, it's Sangh terror. If you may please allow me to finish, I do understand your question. R.K. Singh, who's a minister at the moment in the BJP government, has said that the Sangh Parivar is associated with terror. He's not withdrawn the statement. He said this in 2013. Conviction is Sanjay Joshi and Kavadia in the Ajmer bomb blast in Rajasthan. They've been convicted. Godse associated with the.
What happened after that in the High Court, sir?
Pragya, please allow me to finish.
No, we have limited time. This is a very limited time each person has. Tehseen Poonawalla.
Conviction left aside. Pragya Thakur, the Bombay High Court said, while rejecting her application for discharging terror charges, she remains a terror accused and said that she was in an attempt to divide this country and spread terror. Bombay High Court
let the final convictions come over there. I want Guru Prakash meanwhile to rebut you point by point. Guru Prakash, number of points that Tehseen has made. One second. You made a number of points. Now listen to the rebuttal.
I just clarified.
Madhav, we have to understand that Mr. Rahul Gandhi never fails to surprise us. He sets a new record of murkhta every day. There is absolutely no difference between Hindutva, Hinduism and Hinduness. But what we have to understand is to see things in a perspective. There is a deep-seated institutional, cultural Hindu bias in the Congress party. You look at the chronology and you will understand. In 1950s, when the Somnath temple reconstruction issue came, Mahatma Gandhi endorsed it, but who opposed it? It was Jawaharlal Nehru. Satanic versus Salman Rushdie, it was nowhere banned in the entire world. It was banned in India under the pressure of fundamentalist forces. Shah Bano verdict. Shah, I did not speak when you were speaking. I did not speak when you were speaking, Tehseen. Please have the grace, please have the dignity. You are representing. Tehseen, this is your desperation. Tehseen, this is pointless. Tehseen, you are usually, Tehseen, you can... Tehseen, this is not the way you usually debate. This is not the way you usually debate, Tehseen. Tehseen, this is a pointless argument that you are having. Madhav, can I please complete my point? Madhav, can I please complete my point?
Let him make his point now.
This is a
you had your say. Now listen to others
this
as
is
well.
a studio. No.
Make your point quickly, please.
No. This is the sheer arrogance of the Congress party. The sheer arrogance of the Congress party. They don't want to hear other people speak. They don't want to hear other people speak.
All right. I think,
this is not the Congress party. This is the studio of Times now. We believe in democracy.
And we have limited time. Therefore, I'm going to allow Guru Prakash to make his point. Guru Prakash, quickly complete your point, please.
Can I please complete?
No, and also the specific points on convictions. He claims that there are convictions of people associated with the Sangh when it comes to acts of terror. That is his claim. Please, would you like to respond to him on those specific charges that he claims?
See, former Union Home Minister Madhav, former Union Home Minister Mr. P. Chidambaram, in the book release, he raised question mark on the integrity of the court. He raised question mark on the credibility of the judgment. So what does it show? There is an institutional bias against all the constitutionally mandated institutions as well. Congress people think that they are superior. The sense of arrogance, the sense of entitlement, and after 2014, they have seen that these elites don't represent India. They represent only a section of elite intelligentsia. For Congress people, India starts from Lodi Road and it ends in Noida. That is not India, Tehseen. India is Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. And you talk of Hindutva. Who represent Hindutva? Swami Vivekanand, Tiruvallur, Ravi Das, Kabir, Chokha Mela. So you have to understand and you have to let other people speak as well. Please have some grace and dignity while you debate, Tehseen.
All right, let me come back to Tanvi on that. Tanvi, one of the points that Mr. Rahul Gandhi makes, of course, he's been in several controversies over the past several years, including the statement where he compared RSS to Muslim Brotherhood in the past. I'm not going to go into that, but one point where he comes out and says that Hindutva is about beating a Sikh or a Muslim. This is a statement that is coming in from Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Many would say that comparing that, saying this is Hindutva and this is Hinduism, somewhere or the other, these are anti-Hindu statements, is what the BJP has said today at its own press conference. You would have heard that. How do you respond to that?
I am shocked, Madhav, that, the beautiful philosophy of Hinduism is being overshadowed by the extremist Hindutva ideology. And there is a key distinction. Hinduism is a way of life, a cultural phenomenon. Hindutva is a political ideology that preaches mob lynching, inciting hate crimes against minorities, slapping UAPA just by looking at the religion of a person. This is an ideology propagated by BJP RSS. And effectively, this is what the Gandhis and the Congress have been up against even before independence. Not to mention, this is what has led to the assassination of our beloved Bapuji. Point number 2. I am shocked that when we counter Khalistanis, Sikhs don't get offended. When we counter jihadi mindset, Muslims don't get offended. But when we counter extremists who make Jai Shri Ram a war cry, BJP is rattled. I mean, what are you supporting? People who are into mob lynching? I'm shocked. I'm rattled completely.
So are you endorsing what Mr. Rashid Alvi said today about Jai Shri Ram?
I'm saying that the people who make Jai Shri Ram a war cry, they are...
Was Mr. Rashid Alvi right or wrong, Tanvi Pratik? Was he right or wrong?
He made his comments in his personal capacity.
Yes, was he? Do you support Mr. Rashid Alvi? Let me ask you a specific question. Yes or no?
Not particularly what he has said.
So no. So why don't you come out and openly condemn what Mr. Rashid Alvi is saying? This is the point that is being made. When people make such statements, when people such...
Congress has already distanced itself from the statement.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. Is this, I want to bring in Shehzad on that note. Shehzad, the point that is being made over here, on the one hand, taking time to come out and openly condemn it, then there is a distancing that happens. When there are several statements like this coming out in quick succession over a period of 2 to 3 days, the end of the day, the BJP raises the question that this is not an isolated incident. This is all happening as part of a strategy, is the allegation of the BJP.
Madhav, how many mob lynchings have been condemned by BJP? Have you ever questioned
Whatever,
them?
Salman, Tanvi, now please, because there's limited time. Why are these panelists from the opposition always interrupting those who are speaking for the nation? Thank you. Now, Salman Khurshid and Rashid Alvi both have spoken only what is there in the mind of Rahul Gandhi, and therefore Rahul Gandhi has come out and backed them completely. I just have 3 questions. One, if the distinction being made, the false distinction being made by Tehseen Poonawalla is acceptable and is correct, then why is the Shiv Sena not buying it? Shiv Sena, an ally of the Congress in Maharashtra, slammed Salman Khurshid, and Ghulam Nabi Azad. Forget Guru Prakash, forget Shehzad Poonawalla. Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad has slammed this statement by Salman Khurshid. So you should convince them, not us, that they are 2 separate things. Point number 2. What is statement of Rashid Alvi that Jai Shri Ram is chanted by Rakshas. I challenge Tanvi Pruthi to say that Allahu Akbar is chanted by Rakshas, or to say that where is the proof of Prophet Muhammad, or where is the proof of Allah. Will she ever say that like it was said for Shri Ram? No. And there is an unbroken chain of abusing Hindus and saying things that are apmanjanak towards Hindus, because these people are more embedded in the culture of Rome and less embedded in the culture of Ram. And therefore you saw the kind of vile abuse that even Tehseen Poonawalla heaped on the Hindu community at the very beginning, that Hindus are lynchers. Tanvi Pruthi says Hindus are lynchers. Who lynched Khetaram Beer? Who lynched Mr. Dilbar Negi in Delhi? Were they lynchers of Hindutva? So, you know, this kind of abuse of Hindus, unparalleled abuse of Hindus, is the Rome culture of Congress party and the first family of Congress.
No, but Shehzad, I think one point Tanvi has when she says that what about lynching incidents that have taken place? Isn't it a fact that these kind of incidents that have taken place have happened in quick succession? I know Tehseen has also approached the Apex Court on this issue, but how do you like to respond to that? Because she's saying that Rahul Gandhi's comment on beating up those of other faiths is based on these incidents of lynching. How do you respond to that?
Okay. So now tell me that when Mr. Khetaram Beer, a Dalit boy, was lynched in Rajasthan by a Muslim mob because he fell in love with a Muslim girl, was that a Hindutva mob? A lynching is a law and order situation. These people look at the victim of the lyncher. Akhlaq hai, pehlu hai. Chaliye isko uthate hain. When a Dalit is lynched in Rajasthan and it is lynched by a Muslim mob, then that time they all go quiet, because for them lynching is a political issue. They don't care about human lives lost. In Jammu Kashmir, there was a Ayub Pandit who was lynched. Did they ever say anything? 3 lakhs of Kashmiri Pandits were lynched. Did they ever say anything? Hundreds and hundreds of Hindus were lynched in this country at Mopla riots. Did they ever say anything? No, because for them, lynching is a political tool to be used against the Hindus.
Selective outrage. Selective outrage. Tehseen Poonawalla, this is selective outrage. One second. Okay, you made your point. I want Tehseen to respond to that. Tehseen Poonawalla, your outrage is selective. Shehzad Poonawalla, you only cherry pick certain instances to further your own political ideology or your political prospects in upcoming polls. That's the charge of Shehzad.
Therefore, the Supreme Court in my case mandated for an anti-lynching law which the state of Rajasthan passed. But the President of India, who has to act on the orders of Shri Narendra Modi and Amit Shah ji, has not signed the law. Number 2, Ayub Pandit's case I had taken to Supreme Court. There were 15 cases he put, including of Pandits being lynched. But Shehzad will come on national TV and lie. And point number 3, no leader of the Congress went and wrapped a tricolor upon the killers of the person who was lynched in Rajasthan. Nobody encouraged it, as Mahesh Sharma ji.
Jagdish Titler was made to sit on front row.
Don't interrupt me.
Jagdish Titler, Sajjan Kumar, bhul gaye.
And Jaswant Sinha.
अरे जगदीश टाइटलर कौन है?
Garlanded with a flower. Now to the last.
सज्जन कुमार कौन था?
I just want to just make one last point. Guru Prakash ji, I am absolutely sorry that I intervened, but Mahatma Gandhi was killed by Godse, who Pragya Thakur endorsed in 1940. Therefore, in 15, Gandhi could not have endorsed anything that you are claiming.
Godse's follower is in your party.
I'm going to give Guru Prakash a chance to respond to that. Since your question was addressed to Guru Prakash.
समर्थक आपकी पार्टी में.
Yeah, Shehzad, I'm going to give a chance to Guru Prakash since that question was addressed to him.
No. Mother, we must understand Gandhiji called himself a Sanatani Hindu. Gandhiji imagined a Ram Rajya, and in 2007, the Congress party filed a PIL and said Ram is a figment of imagination. Who said it? Salman Khurshid, Rashid Alvi, Digvijay Singh, P. Chitambram, their thoughts, they are not random musings. They are a well thought out strategy, and they are the reflection of the deep-seated anti-Hindu bias of the Congress party. We have to be clear on that. And also, Tehseen Poonawalla was raising question mark on the integrity of the court. Why do you raise question mark on the integrity of the constitution, sir? You again raise question mark on the integrity of the President of India, who is also a Dalit, that he is acting on the behest of Prime Minister. The President of India is the custodian of the Indian Constitution, sir. For the first time in the history of our country, a Dalit is at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. A Dalit is at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, and please learn to respect everyone, Tehseen. I make this humble submission. I request you. Please don't have the sense. Again,
I think once again, we are out of time. We are out of time. I will accept that interjection of Tehseen Poonawalla, because factually speaking, Mr. K.R. Narayan was also a Dalit and he was the president of this country. On that note, I have to wrap up this debate, but I think that larger larger debate that we're having is a bigger one. I think this is the war of ideologies, it's a battle of ideologies, and you're seeing a very, very bitterly fought battle over here. Top ministers, Rahul Gandhi, Salman Khurshid, all of them clashing on this one extremely sensitive topic. Thanks so much to all our guests for joining us this evening.